Good morning, YouTube. We got another free pick video for you guys. We're putting in MLB plays. I apologize for my low volume. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. I got a family sleeping upstairs, so I'm not going to get too loud and too intense, too crazy right now with my volume because of that. But we're doing these picks on Dabble, guys. Like I said, we're going in the MLB. I got 4 plays for you. 2 of these are fairly early. We got an 11:30 start time. This is Mountain Standard Time, so on the East Coast, we're looking at 1:30 for the start time on the first pick I'm going to give you. So there's 2 early plays. 2 of them are later in the afternoon. I want to give you the early ones first so you can get those locked in before their start time. And then the ones in the afternoon, if you don't get to those quite yet, you can put those in later. But let's get right to it, guys. Enough said about that. We're going in the props.cash app here, or website. I apologize. Like I said, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. I apologize if I stutter over my words. So this first one is Aaron Judge. The total baseline right now is set at 2 on Dabble. If you see here, you'll notice all the sports books have his total baseline set at 2.5. Most of them are taking the under as the favorite at 2.5. Dabble's a little bit different. They've got the line set at 2, so I adjusted this down because props.cash had it according to the sports books. And according to the books, I think that is somewhat of a good play. You see 6 of the last 10 games he's been over it, but if you bump that down to 2, 6 of the last 10 he's been over it, but now this makes it 8 of the last 10 he's at least pushed. So 8 of the last 10 he's not losing, guys. That's a significant amount. You guys can see 80% of the time he's not losing. Now, obviously, we want to win. We don't want to push because we want to actually make money. But we're going to do 4 picks on this slip, and I'm going to hedge it. You guys can play it straight up if you want, but I'm going to hedge it so that all we have to do is hit 3 out of those 4. And if he pushes, that gives us an advantage because we're not losing that pick. We're pushing on that pick. So it gives us a better chance in the long run to actually profit at the end of the day. So Aaron Judge, 2 total bases. We're hitting the over more than 2 total bases on Dabble. Now, Dabble's one of those apps that's a little bit different than some of the other DFS apps. A lot of other apps will have this at 2.5 or 1.5, or, you know what I'm saying, the half increments, where Dabble usually doesn't have halves a lot of the time. They'll put a solid number on it, so you either win, lose, or push, instead of a half where you win or lose. So that's one good thing about Dabble. I don't necessarily like pushing because, like I said, it's a tie. You don't really win or lose, but it does kind of give us a little safety blanket there where we have a chance to not lose in 2 different ways. We either win or we push, right? So there you go, guys. Aaron Judge over 2 total bases. Next one, also an early game, but it's not a total base prop. This one's actually going to be on the strikeout line. Okay, guys, next we're going with Kevin Gausman, and his line right now is set at 5.5 strikeouts. We're going to take the over. You guys can see the over is favored -144. That's according to Pinnacle. Pinnacle, you know, is the sharpest book in the world. I talk about it all the time. Pinnacle's got it at -144 to go over. It's an even bet to go under at +100. You can see the other books here. They all have the over favored, minus odds on the over, plus odds on the under. Guys, the last 10 games does not look good. Just looking at it, 7 of the last 10, he's under this line. But when he goes over, he goes over. 7 Ks, 10 Ks, 8 Ks. Just initially looking at this play does not look good, right? So, I mean, we're 70% on the wrong side of what we're taking. We're taking the over. He's 70% on the under. That's in his last 10. In his last 5, even worse, right? 4 of the last 5, he's been under that. Looking at the whole season, only 44% of the time he's been over this. However, this right here is why I think it's a good play. 9 Ks against the Angels. This is last season, I get that. But he threw 9 Ks against the Angels, and then here on August 13th, I believe that's a 13, not a 12, yes. August 13th, he threw 5. That's 1 shy of what we need, right? But he still threw 5 strikeouts. He's thrown 9 against them last season. Kevin Gausman, I believe, is going to go over on this one. This is a risky play. Another reason why I'm hedging it. I'm not going to lie and tell you that I'm super confident in this play, but it is I do like it, but it is risky. So if you don't like this play, I'm not going to fault you for not putting it up on your slip. But I do like it in terms of the fact that he was right there earlier this month, just one shy. All the books themselves say the over is favored. Dabble's the same exact line. They all have it at 5.5. I think that's a fair line. And Odds Jam is saying take the over on this one. They actually highlight it in green. Odds Jam is where I start when I look at my picks. They give you some good suggestions. Then I go to props.cash. I verify, but Odds Jam says it's a good pick. I'm looking at this. He's right there at the line, just 5 instead of 5.5 earlier this month. Sorry guys, it's early. Like I said, I'm stuttering over my words a little bit. I like Gossman to go over today, just based on those couple little things that I just told you with Odds Jam and the odds, and he's right there. Be careful with this one. Tread lightly. Like I said, I'm going to hedge my slip because I'm not super certain that this one's going to hit, but I do like it, so I'm going to throw it in there. If you trust me, roll with me. Throw it on your slip. If not, I get it. This one is a little bit sketchier of a pick just based on the data and looking at the chart, especially this last 10 chart. That does not look good. 7 of the last 10 he's been under it. So that's that play. That is an early game as well. If you don't get that one in, don't sweat it. Like I said, it's not a lock, quote unquote lock. People say lock. When I say lock, I mean it's something that I'm fully confident going into, okay? Not a guaranteed hit, because there's never a guaranteed hit in sports betting. Moving on, guys, we're going to go into the Cardinals game. We're going back to total bases. Okay. This one is a bit of a later start, not super late. I believe it was around 2 o'clock. Don't quote me on that. I don't remember the exact start time on this one, but you do have more time to get it in, okay? So you don't have to rush on this one. Like the other two, their earlier games, they're 11 o'clock, 11:30, like I said. Okay, Matt Wallner. We're going total bases here. Last 5 games. You know baseball is a streaky sport for hitters. Last 5 games, 3 of the last 5 he's been over, including 7 total bases just yesterday. Wallner is hot. We're going to take the over. This is at 1.5 right here. All these books have him at 1.5. They're saying under. I'm going to put it down here at 1. Dabble has a 1 total baseline, not 1.5. All he has to do is get 1 hit, and he's going to cover this play. So 1 total base. Give me a hit. I don't care if it's a single. I don't care if it's a double. Give me a hit, Wallner. He is hot right now. 7 total bases just yesterday. Just earlier this week, I guess it's Sunday, so I can't say this week. A little bit earlier last week, 4 total bases here, 2 here. It's like every other game he's popping right now. Hopefully he doesn't have a dip where he is a 0 today. But I believe Matt Wallner is going to go over this, or at least push for us. I don't want to push, but push is better than a loss. Matt Wallner over 1 total base, guys. There you go. Kansas City now, moving on. Sticking with total bases. Bobby Witt Jr. Where's that Kansas City game at? You guys see it? There it is right there. Bobby Witt Jr. is the hottest player in baseball right now. I'm not a Kansas City fan for anything, so it kind of sucks for me. But Kansas City has the best player in baseball right now. They have the best player in football right now. If they had a basketball team, Nikola Jokic would probably get traded to them, and they'd have the best player in basketball. That's a good city to live in if you're a sports fan right now. So you guys have seen Bobby Witt Jr. this season lately. You know how he's been playing. His line is at 2. It's not at 2.5 like a lot of the books have it. It's at 2. This is his last 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the last 10. He's been at or above that 2 total baseline. He played against the Phillies today. Pitching is Colby Allard. He doesn't have to draw the NOLA play. He's actually getting a decent pitching matchup. If you guys look down here, Witt is a right-handed batter against right-handed batters. 300 batting average. Allard is giving up. So lefty versus righty on the mound to Bobby Witt. I said that really weird. Bobby Witt gets a lefty facing him on the mound. You guys know, if you know baseball, opposite side, he's going to see the ball better. And Allard is not pitching well against righties this year. 300 average he's giving up, like I said. Witt's hitting A little bit lower, actually, 0.21 against left-handed batters. I'm sorry. Scratch that. I was looking at the wrong column. Bobby Witt is hitting 358 against left-handed batters. So you got Bobby Witt hitting well against lefties. Allard struggling against righties. The matchup favors us. Plus, Witt is Witt, and he's been hot this whole season. If you guys look right here, he is hitting in the 2-hole. He's going to have multiple opportunities to get 2 total bases. That's all he needs. Give me 2. Give me 1 double. I don't care how you get it, Bobby. Just go out there and get us 2 total bases. Get us a win. Guys, those are your 4 picks. That's the slip I have for you today. Like I said, I'm doing this on Dabble. I do want to show you one other thing before I move on and close out this video. BetUS right now. A lot of you heard about BetUS before, I'm sure, but they are on the rise. They have fixed all their issues that they had about 5-10 years ago. They're on the rise, getting great reviews now again, and this is what they're doing. I just want to tell you this is what they're doing. They're doing a 125% deposit match on your first 3 deposits. That's up to $2,000. That is crazy. That's the reason that I got up on BetUS, because they're doing this crazy deposit match. I think they're trying to get all their clientele back that they lost 5-10 years ago when they had a bad reputation because there was issues with withdrawals, if I remember right. But now, supposedly they fixed all that. I only put in 100 to start because I didn't want to go crazy. I just want to try out the website and see how I like them. So BetUS is doing a crazy deposit match right now. Just wanted to let you guys know that because that website is on the rise again. They are coming back, trying to build a reputation. And they're at the point where OddsJam, I don't know if you know anything about OddsJam, but this is just kind of an example. They have a platinum plan. You have to pay for that platinum plan to get the best lines from the sharp books, such as Pinnacle, Circa, BetOnline. All those sharp books are in their platinum plan. BetUS is included in that. So OddsJam, that tells me, this is not from OddsJam. They're not saying this, but actions show me OddsJam views them as a good book because they're including them in that platinum package to see their lines and odds. So guys, if you want to get on BetUS, I'm going to leave a description or a link in the description down here below. That's just my 2 cents on that. Back to the picks, guys. That's all I have for you. Thank you so much for watching. If you like these videos or you like my style, I apologize. Today was kind of patchy, kind of choppy. It is 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm just waking up, just now getting my coffee here. I got my Trevor Hoffman mug. Please subscribe to the channel. I appreciate any support I can get, guys. And I love doing this for you guys. Most of the time, you know, I'm doing these videos at nighttime at the end of the day where I'm a little more with it in the head, not just waking up, rolling out of bed. But like the video, subscribe to the channel, join us here on the sports stage, guys. We're trying to win. Football season is upon us. A little quick recap of yesterday. We hit the MLB play 2 out of 3, not 3 out of 3. We still got a 1.47x payout. We did hit the college football play. We hit both picks there. It was 2.5x payout. DJ Uyagalele and I don't even remember who the other pick was. I apologize. But we hit 2 out of 2 on that one. We hit the college football play. Football is where we're going to win big. If you want my free pick sent straight to your phone, link in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you next time.